and transmute. Okay? Love for you to get the book, and I am serious. I believe, I made a post about this, about my books. I believe in the magic of connection. My first one, I believe in all of them, but I believe in living the magic of connection, which if you really read that deep, which I was told by a lot of people, it would have staying power. I'd rather a book have staying power than be a trendy flash in the pan and then not. And it has. It's just had some steady staying power, and it helps those of us who don't know how to respond to that. Okay? Thank you, Jade. I love that. All right. So, okay. Hey, Nomad. How are you doing, my friend? Did you get my message? Did I wake you up? Thank you, Nomad. Did I wake you up? I hope not. All right, so ready for the next list. If y'all want to tell me, just 1 second. Ready for that. I'm reading some of these. Staying alone since you started. To get on the list, I've got you, Sal. Lydia, you might want to go in another room to give that meanness. Not welcome here. Sal, you're on the list. We're going to take 5. Whoever else, you need to get a heart me. Good. I'm glad it didn't wake you up. Lydia. Oh, goodness, Lydia. Sarah, are you on? Can you mute that? Okay. Anybody else want a reading? You need to ask. I'm not going to put you on the list. You have to have your, if you be a super fan or get your heart me of the day. Okay. And I know that this is the first time today I've been on. So if you haven't gotten your heart me of the day, go ahead and do that. All right. We've got, hello, April. Kat or whomever, if you don't have your heart me of the day and your Shadow Dog, you're here, or you don't have your, if you don't have your heart me of the day, I can't put you on the list. Or let me just say, I can't, because it's not fair to the people who are super fans or who have thrown their heart me of the day. But if you just joined and you don't know that, you just do this. Get that little, it's not even a penny to get that little heart me. Okay? All right. So I've got Nomad and Unique Beauty. Love the name. Unique Beauty. And it says something and a number after that. Love that. Unique Beauty. Have you and Miss Leah, I'm doing great. Tony, I've got you. And if I miss y'all, I'm sorry. Shadow Dog joined, and we'll see if she feels like hi. And these are general readings tonight. You're welcome, Tony, from an oracle deck. I would love a hand. I need definitely a hand. Sarah was on, and I just didn't want her to. I wanted her to be able to join. Okay, I don't curse anybody. Okay, can we mute the Lydia? I just don't want to get into. I want to read for y'all tonight. I don't want that nonsense. Okay, if you believe that, that's fine. You can believe it. Okay, believe whatever you want to believe. Shadow Dog, I'm going to pull you up. I need one more, and if you've seen that.
Hello. Sorry I'm late.
Hey, friend.
How are you?
Yeah, I just need one more for this list, or we can just do 4, because I was dealing with that, and...
Yeah. Let's see. We are doing, or just give me a quick rundown. We are doing oracle cards, and you're doing 5 at a time. How long have you been on? Like, should I worry?
I mean...
Have you read Janelle yet?
Yeah. So just somebody who just now asked, they know that they have to throw a heart me. I did not get you. I'll get you there, Cat. It's Cat, right? So let's do that, Cat. And then after that, if I haven't gotten you yet, it's not intentionally. It's just that it's usually I have Shadow Dog helping our sweet Sarah Rose who helped the other night. Y'all follow Shadow Dog, please. She's also a reader. And if y'all are a reader and I know you, I will not recommend people I haven't watched or something like that. It's not that I'm being rude. And Sarah Rose is also a reader who's read on TikTok and read since she was in high school. So, because I joined her thing the other night. So you might want to follow them too. I'm finding a lot of great readers on TikTok, and there's a lot of readers I would never recommend. So, okay. We're going to do this list. If you would choose your numbers between 1 and 5, and if they haven't, so you can go now, start taking a list. And
got it.
But they know they need to get the heart me of the day. The only exception I would make to that is you know when.
I know when. All right, y'all. If you haven't had a reading, go ahead and message me. Or not message me, send after we get going, and I will start adding your name. I'm going to take the first 5 that have a daily heart me with super fans getting a priority.
Right. And so, Unique Beauty, you're on the list, okay? You've never had one at all, ever. So tonight, this is going to be a general reading, April, and I am honored if this is your first reading, okay? But it's really a general reading. This card deck is not really, I'm going to use it for if I get intuitive hits for something coming up for you, but the author did not intend it for quote unquote future telling, okay? All right, again, we are reading, I always am going to give credit and take time to do that for the deck I'm reading from. This is the guidebook. By Schiffer Red Feather, friends of ours, that publishing company, ours being Soultopia, me and my husband Roger, know that publishing company very well, hint, hint. The Archangel, we have some stuff coming out. The Archangel Metatron is the name of this Self-Mastery Oracle by Amanda Ellis, artwork by Jane Delaford Taylor. Beautiful guidebook, okay? Not sure if we have any more of these at Soultopia. This deck's been out a while, but it's a good one. I just happened to grab it because it's pretty and it was available. By the way, Shadow Dog, they came and sprayed today because it's like the whole golf course, those little beetles. So y'all, if y'all see a beetle, I'm like a little freaked out because yeah, I know that sounds really mean, but yeah, I'm not having a beetle infestation in my house. So I'm a little, so, if they're around me, it's like, because they come out right after they spray. So I'm feeling a little wiggy. I'm like, I know, I see you, beetle. I get it that is maybe a message for me and maybe not something I need to work on, but I am wigging out a little bit here. Okay. Here we go. Sal, my producer of my podcast, used to say, why do you tell everybody everything? I'm like, why not? Because it's on my mind, and there it is. So, I was going to say, we're going to be on today. Also, I almost did it, but I couldn't do it without Shadow Dog. This is Wheel Wednesday, the wheel, and we will be doing, I wanted to do zodiac readings, but I wasn't going to do it without Shadow Dog being on. Sal and the number ones. Y'all pick your numbers between 1 and 5. Okay? Sal, this is for you. And Tony, where are you from? Because I know a lot of Tonys. Have we met? Lots of Tonys. Okay, so this is going to have to do, Sal, with very much your crown chakra and your connection, and actually your transpersonal chakras. What do I mean by that? Those outside of your body is they're the transpersonals, even potentially your soul star. But this is purity and innocence. The color is white. All right, I teach y'all that if you will learn your chakras, your colors, and your clairs, really you can read anything. All right. it will just trigger your intuition immediately. It's just very, very easy. And you really don't need to know what clair you use, to be honest. I'm clairvoyant, or I'm this or that. It doesn't matter. I mean, to learn it might, but the more I teach, the more I think it just doesn't really matter. How you get your information, where you get it from matters. And I will tell you where I get it from. I have guides. I have read and been intuitive as long. I can't remember a time when I wasn't, and it has not always been easy. Okay. The reason I use the word psychic is it's very close, if you look it up, to the word faith. It's something that you can't really explain. That's why it's not even worth it to argue with people, all right, whether they agree with you or not. It's just not worth it to proselytize and get them to believe what I believe, right? They can do it at me if they want to, but I've heard it all before, right? It's nothing new. If they think they're being original, they're not being, okay? So, but you, with this white, it is connection to divine, a connection to source, a connection to the collective, connection to all that is. But it's also think of a diamond, but also this the radiance of that. But I want to say like a pearl, that purity and innocence. I'm going to give a little example, if I may. This is not really part of your reading, but when we started, we've made the bracelets forever, we being Soultopia. It was how our business started, and it turned into, it's a lot that we've done, okay? And I made a post about that. I'm not going to ever shy away from talking about the things that I'm proud of. Like, projects can be like babies to you, like a labor of love, and difficult sometimes, like babies can be, right? And I've had them, so I know. But the project of the labor of love through Soultopia, and I lost my train of thought. Oh, we would go, and I served on a lot of boards and volunteered. I'm huge about giving back to my community, including ST and DV. But ST, there's a great organization in the Dallas area, and we went, and this was years ago. When I say years ago, I mean more than 15, probably. And we probably around 13, and maybe a little bit less than 15, to be honest. Y'all don't care. It's been a long time. And we had them all make bracelets. The people that were in the program that had gotten out of ST and go to the program, this 501c3 in Dallas. And they all made 3 bracelets. They made one for themselves, but every one of them had the blue jade around it. It was a color of Soultopia because we were raising money for them with one of them they made, but it had a pearl in the middle of it. This is where it ties back to your reading, Sal. The pearl represented for them the purity and the innocence that they had no matter what they had been through. Okay? And so no matter what you've gone through, knowing that you have that purity and that innocence, and all of us, don't ever think that we don't. So that's what I'm going to change that to that purity and innocence that she's talking about. I'm going to use the pearl for you as an example, and how that forms so uniquely. And even though that's not really a crystal, it's we count it kind of in that. I wear pearls a lot because I went through a lot of trauma in my life. Some S trauma, okay, if you know what I mean, a lot. And so I didn't always feel that purity and innocence, even though it was something I couldn't help from a very young age. So if y'all want to know why I wear pearls a lot, number one, I think they're classic, but 2, it reminds me so much to never be hard on myself for things that I don't need to put shame on myself about, okay, whatever that is in life, because we do that. A lot of us do that way too much, and especially from certain generations. I think everybody does, though. So that's your message. But it's also you connecting to all that is. Okay, I could go on and on with the colors, right? But it's showing a diamond, and see how bright that is. Okay. Nomad, and the number 2s. So it's just the word chakra and getting your chakras aligned. You know about chakras. I just said if you learn colors, chakras, Metatron works with the chakras, with Metatron's cube. A lot of people use that just to balance, align, clear all the chakras, which all those things are different, okay? It's number 38, which is an 11, 8, 9, 10, 11, master number. You don't reduce it any more than that. But something with the age 38 too, Nomad, was what I'm getting tonight for most of us. This is they'll call the chakra your light body. You know this, it goes up the center of it's called your light column, and it goes into the ground, to the earth star, and then all the way up, transpersonal chakras. What it's doing here is it's helping you rise. Now, just know that in your auric field, which we know is real, in your auric field, your electromagnetic field, your aura, those correspond to your chakras. So if you read my books, it's in all 3 of my books. Nomad knows this, and they correspond. So I'm getting for you, Nomad, when you are ascending, which we can do while we're on earth, it simply means to rise. When we are ascending, I want you to know that make sure you're doing the grounding between heaven and earth. That's the biggest thing I get for you, okay? It will never interfere with anything else that's going on with you and those things that we go through. And whatever we have people helping us with those things, grounding, but don't, for you especially, ground in both places, okay? There's your chakra. All right, that was number 2's. 3, Unique Beauty. I chose this also. Oh, it's such a beautiful color. And we talked about this last night too, because I was doing every list with a different pen color. This is card number 1. You're number 1, Unique Beauty. Thank you, Nomad. It's yellow. And it's joy and happiness. Now, what I want to tell you also is that yellow in the aura, when you see that in someone's aura, and we all can see aura, physically you can learn to do it. I said that last night. Literally, you can see someone's aura. All of us. It's just easier for some than others. But learning to read them, I talk about it in my 3rd book, okay, A Psychic's Handbook. Yellow is also intelligence, right? Orange is really the joy and the passion and the vitality of the sacral chakra. Yellow is your worthiness and your self-confidence, but it also, oddly, it's not, up here, it's your intelligence. So I want to get for you, the message is Unique Beauty, and this is for me too, how you use your unique brand of knowingness and intelligence, different than the knowledge, right? Different. But intelligence, they don't have to be mutually exclusive, but we know there's some differences in discernment, knowingness, and intelligence. But how you blend that, and how do you use that to work with you for your joy and happiness, not against you. Because sometimes when we know things, whether it's intelligence or psychic knowingness, my biggest thing is sometimes that makes life harder because I already know, right? And so that I get that for unique beauty. You already know. So, and believe yourself when something your intuition tells you, I already know this. And, I pray that they won't prove me right, but I already know. And sometimes, it's just this knowingness, but then how do you tie that together with your intelligence so that it doesn't destroy that joy because you know stuff. People want to be so psychic, but sometimes it's not fun, right? And how do you do and keep those? And that's for me too, and I hope that resonates with you. It does for me. How do I not let that interfere with my happiness and joy? Here's the card. It's pretty. Try to get the loop out of there. Somebody did a good ad. They had the loops, the lights like I have up at the store. We have a whole podcast studio, and for where we did our So What podcast from. So the lights were the ones with the cover that don't give you that glare. And somebody did a live on it, and I was like, she nailed it, because she's like, see this and how irritating it is? You get this kind of light and you're not going to have that. She's absolutely right.